Hello, thanks for joining us. Welcome to another edition of McAllen Update. I'm Roy Cantu.
And I'm Mary Avila, and we're hanging out here at the beautiful Quinta Mazatlan, where a little later we'll be talking about their bubble concert. But first, let's get to the news where we'll be talking about the U.S. Census. They're announcing an important activity happening in our neighborhoods. From now to October 18th, the Census Bureau will be conducting address canvassing operations in our area. To accomplish this, they've hired people to visit neighborhoods and confirm the location of apartments, houses, and shelters. You can recognize these employees by their official government badge with photo ID and their official bag and laptop. If you have any questions, please contact the Regional Census Center.
Residents will now see a new property tax rate to help fund the $25 million traffic and drainage improvement projects. In 2018, voters approved both bonds, expecting a tax rate increase of $2 per month, totaling $24 per year per average home. The calculations were based on an average home price of $128,000. This year, McAllen property owners will in fact pay a tax rate increase of $1.75 per month, which is less than what was projected and totaling $21.04 a year on the same average home. A favorable credit rating and interest rates allowed city officials to purchase bonds at a lower price than expected, leading to lower tax rate increase for McAllen property owners than originally anticipated. Even with the slight tax increase, McAllen property owners pay one of the lowest ad valorem tax rates in the Rio Grande Valley and the state of Texas, thanks to the amount of sales tax revenue collected by the city of McAllen.
In other news, a White House visit to McAllen makes national headlines. Mayor Jim Darling met with Vice President Mike Pence and a delegation of U.S. senators at the McAllen International Airport. Back in July, the Vice President and members from the Senate Judiciary Committee visited with officials from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection to tour one of their detention facilities. This is the VP's second visit to McAllen. The city will now be getting reimbursed for their help in the humanitarian efforts brought on by the influx of immigrants. At a news conference in July, Congressman Henry Cuellar announced that $30 million were going to local governments and organizations at the southern border for their assistance with the government efforts. The fiscal year 2019 Emergency Supplemental Appropriations Bill was signed into law earlier this summer.
We're hoping it goes a little better this time. One of the changes that they're making is that our application will go directly to the federal government. So hopefully that will, remove some hurdles that we had the last time.
The funds are payment for the incurred costs for providing humanitarian relief for children and families seeking asylum at the border.
Hundreds of residents are now more acquainted with law enforcement thanks to the National Night Out. The McAllen Police Department held two events, an outdoor event at Sam Houston Pavilion and an indoor event at Las Palmas Community Center. National Night Out is a nationwide initiative to strengthen neighborhood spirit and police-community partnerships and send a message to criminals, letting them know that neighborhoods are organized and fighting back. It was a big party with plenty of booths, food, and entertainment throughout the evening for families to share with police officers.
And staying with first responders, 13 recruits are now proud members of the City of McAllen's fire department. They received their badge and certification after completing a 10-month firefighter academy.
So I wouldn't be able to do it without her. It's my wife. I've been married with her for over 12 years. I've been together with her for 17 years. So she's been there from the beginning, and I want to say thank you.
Speaking of graduations, look at some future law enforcement officers in the making. Over 60 kids are now proud graduates of the McAllen Boys and Girls Club's Junior Police Academy. It's all part of a 6-week summer program where students ages 10 to 11 who are curious about law enforcement, politics, or the criminal justice system can get an insider's look from the McAllen Police Department.
They get to see a lot of the equipment. They get to talk to officers and investigators that actually work at the police department and do investigations and solve crime and prevent crime. So they get to see a first-hand look at how we solve crime and keep the city safe.
The program is absolutely free for the McAllen Boys and Girls Club members. If you would like to enroll your child, call them up at 687-3910.
The City of McAllen is known for their outstanding and educational summer programs, and their waterbotics camp is no different. Take a look at why these kids had so much fun building these water robots.
And begin.
These kids are shaping more than just their young minds. They're shaping their future.
We're simulating that it's going to pick up valuable objects like in the ocean or something and put it where, like to put it in a pan, like to collect it.
These aspiring engineers are learning how to create and build their very own robots using teamwork,
Okay, bring it.
critical thinking skills, and problem solving.
We give them a little bit of instruction, and we want them to try to kind of, take that, be creative, and come up with their own ideas. And so they're always coming up with ways to solve the missions that I would have never thought of.
This is all part of a week-long waterbotics summer camp that's put together by the McAllen Public Utilities and South Texas College.
This is a little bit different than some other robotics camps in that the robotics missions are completely in water. Each mission gets progressively harder.
I've learned a lot more about engineering than I've known before I came here. I learned a lot about drones. Like we had a guest speaker who spoke about his job was mapping, and he used drones for mapping.
Thomas Arguello is just one of the many kids between the ages of 11 to 14 to engage in this engineering design process. Together in teams, they build these remote control underwater bots.
This is Nessie the robot.
Leila Peña is another participant who proves girls are just as enthusiastic about creating and constructing.
Pretty cool. You get to build robots out of Legos, use tape, lots of tape, and Legos and glue.
The best part is that this workshop is absolutely free.
If you have a kid that is interested in engineering and robotics and want to explore that more, if they like working on teams, if they like to build and work with things like Legos, then this would be a perfect thing for them.
And if you don't believe us, just take a listen to this little participant.
Join this. It's amazing. You work together. You use teamwork, and you use all your knowledge.
Again, this camp was absolutely free. If you'd like some more information, call the number on your screen.
The new Lantana Hill is now open to the public, thanks to an online competition that awarded the City of McAllen a $20,000 grant. The Disney Company, along with the National Recreation and Park Association, conducted an online contest where McAllen garnered the most online votes, beating out multiple U.S. cities back in 2017. Those funds were put to good use, developing this 25 feet high natural observation deck at the McAllen Nature Center. It provides guests the opportunity to enjoy the wildlife, plus even exercise, with its cool natural rock wall feature.
Gosh, well, first of all, the Nature Center itself is just a phenomenal asset to the City of McAllen, and being able to get up on top of this hill and see more of what the city has to offer in terms of this nature park, and to see more of the city from a different angle, from, shall we say, a bird's eye view.
The Nature Center is a 33-acre site that was founded in 1960.
And more great news for folks who love the outdoors.
It's not only a first in McAllen, but in South Texas. There's a new baseball field that's making dreams come true for many children. For Ileana Gomez, the Miracle Field at the McAllen Youth Baseball Complex is a wish come true. Her true miracle is her son, Sammy. She says McAllen's new Miracle Field will allow Sammy to play ball just like every other kid.
Oh my gosh, we've been waiting for years to just give my son the opportunity and his peers to play ball and just have all the accommodations that they can have.
Gomez says when her son was born with health complications, she just wanted him to have the same chances as every child.
Sammy has a heart condition. He actually had open heart surgery at 4 months. So just to see him strive and be healthy is great for us.
In 2016, Mayor Jim Darling highlighted the Champions League baseball team at his State of the City. The league consists of children of special needs from the Capable Kids Foundation and others in the community.
Yeah, I think the second State of the City, we talked about Everybody Matters, and we had the kids featured at that year, and so this is really exciting to see them.
Thanks to the City of McAllen and community partner HEB Tournament of Champions grant that provided $150,000 in funding to support the full installation of Miracle Field, focused specifically on accommodating children with disabilities. At the groundbreaking ceremony for this park, city leaders and children from Capable Kids finally broke ground and kicked off the construction. It will take several months before these kids will officially get to play ball.
I'm absolutely ecstatic. It's been several years in the making, and it's unbelievable to see it coming coming true. As soon as the surfacing's in the park within a few months, our kids are going to be playing on it. And we can't wait to see their smiles.
Mayor Darling says that every state of the city, we highlight people, community groups, or nonprofits that impact our community, highlighting that he knew he had to do something for them and others with special needs in our community.
You know, you got Camp University, because a lot of these kids, they get attention when they're in school, but when school's over, they don't have anything. So I think, Camp does a great job for the adults. Capable Kids does a great job for the kids.
CAMP, as it's known, is the Can Achieve Maximum Potential nonprofit organization that helps special education graduates stay physically active. Being the first and only inclusive baseball field in the Rio Grande Valley is a big deal to the special needs community. Dozens of children and their parents from the Capable Kids Foundation attended the groundbreaking for the new Miracle Field at the McAllen Youth Baseball Complex.
It means the world that City of McAllen saw our vision, jumped on board, and made it happen.
Melanie Watson says the specialized surface on the field will be convenient for wheelchairs and walkers. It may sound like movie magic. If you build it, they will come. But it will truly be a miracle field for the children, the parents, and the community to play ball.
Well, it's a celebration of arts and culture coming together to acknowledge Mexico's influence in not just the RGV, but the entire world. Mixlan is the latest festival to be born here in McAllen that featured a 5-day Mexican Artisan Expo and Mercado that included over 150 artisans. It attracted over 20,000 attendees who witnessed entertainment through musical performances by a broad range of singers, colorful dancers, and of course, plenty of food and fun for the kiddos.
The City of McAllen can now add 97 awards to its collection thanks to the TFEA conference. McAllen once again hosted the Texas Festival and Events Association's annual conference, which brings in festivals and events representatives from across the state. This event offers guidance, ideas, and networking opportunities for all those in attendance. The McAllen Holiday Parade took home once again the best parade in Texas, and also this year received the coveted Zenith Award, the highest recognition from the competition. Also acknowledged was our very own Mike Hernandez, City of McAllen Parks and Recreation Director, who received the Carson Watts Professional of the Year Award.
Another successful 4th of July celebration is in the books. Thousands came to enjoy the City of McAllen's 91st Independence Day celebration and 4th of July parade. Attendees also got to enjoy the patriotic festivities at Archer Park. This is one of the biggest celebrations in South Texas that concludes with a spectacular fireworks display at Municipal Park.
That's all for now. Thanks for joining us. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
And now Mary Avila, and we leave you now with a look at this year's Bubble concert from right here at Quinta Mazatlan.